Time to test your skills. If you claim to be really good with a commander, you should prove it. I'm talking about solos here because if you're actually as good as you say you are, you don't need to rely on your allies' help, right? I will use official mutations because most people are familiar with them. There are 4 levels: quiz, midterm, final exam, and dissertation. Quiz is for anyone who wants to test their skills with this commander. Midterm is for people who are decent at this commander. Final exam might be difficult even for seasoned veterans, and dissertation is for the best of the best. In addition, there will be several skill tests. You'll be asked to demonstrate skills that high-level players should be able to do. These won't necessarily be mechanical skills like Alrak's 1QE2C. They are more like tactics that are often used in B+4 or higher. These tests will generally be more flexible as you can choose which mutation to play. You cannot just win though. You have to demonstrate the skill. For example, if the test requires you to clear the map so reanimators stop spawning, you cannot just win by outlasting the trickles. There are 2 broad categories, multitasking and head-on. Multitasking tests, you guessed it, test your multitasking skills. The mutations for the tests are based around mutators that require you to be in multiple places at once. Head-on tests generally test your ability to deal with the mission, but with mutators that make the enemy stronger. In general, these don't require you to be in different parts of the map to deal with the mutators. Testing rules. None of the tests will have slim pickings or microtransactions because those are unfun mutators. No mutators that the commander is generally bad against, for example, Zagara versus Missile Command or Tychus versus Killbots. No notoriously difficult mutations like Aggressive Recruitment or Code is the Void. Those are at the PhD level. For the player, no cheesing. This means no dead-based cheese or float-based cheese. Sniping Scythe of Amon's livers from the back is not considered cheesing. Level 15, 90 mastery, so no 180 mastery cheats. And of course, regular solo rules, which means you can't load from replay after encountering the enemy, you can't use your allies' resources, you can't change the game speed. You can, however, choose the enemy comp. You get more bragging rights for harder comps. Zeratul is one of the strongest commanders. He's good at both head-on fights and multitasking with any prestige except maybe not P1. There are both multitasking and head-on tests for any prestige of your choice. Let's start with head-on. The quiz is Call It a Comeback. Yep, one of the harder mutations right away because Zeratul is just that good. This will test your unit composition choices and your knowledge of Temple of the Past. Enemy comp does matter, so choose an easy one to make your life easier. The midterm is Memorable Boss. You guys said that this was the hardest heroes mutation, not counting Assembly of Vengeance. Test your knowledge on how to deal with them. The final exam is Equivalent Exchange. How's your raw strength without DTs and Zeratul? The dissertation is Train of Pain. Double-edged is hard for Zeratul. How's your ambusher control? You can still use Zeratul once every 5 seconds thanks to his invincibility passive. How will you make the most of this? Now let's go on to multitasking. The quiz is Breath of Destruction. How's your knowledge of the missed opportunities waves? Enemy comp matters because of aggressive deployment. The midterm is Certain Demise. You gotta clear the map as quickly as possible while handling the trickles from the reanimators. The final exam is Bad Weather. Zeratul is good versus Void Rifts. How about you? The dissertation is Mass Manufacturing. It's just Void Rifts on steroids. And now the skill tests. First skill is Full Clearing Temple of the Past quickly. Quick Killers is the map for that. You can try Grave Danger if you want a slightly easier version. The next skill test is winning against killbots that you can't stop, and that will be unlocked and loaded. It's basically speedrunning LNL with a mutator that forces you to act quickly. The next one is to beat a difficult Dead of Night mutation. Zeratul has great defense, so this shouldn't be a problem, right? The last skill test is to beat a Missile Command mutation. This one shouldn't be hard, but I'll put it up here anyway, because he should be able to do it. So, Zeratul main, are you up to the challenge? Here's a summary of the tests. You can use any prestige. Let's start with head-on. Quiz is Call It a Comeback. Midterm is Memorable Boss. Final exam is Equivalent Exchange. Dissertation is Train of Pain. For multitasking, the quiz is Breath of Destruction. Midterm is Certain Demise. Final exam is Bad Weather. And dissertation is Mass Manufacturing. And the skill tests are to full clear Temple of the Past quickly, win against killbots that you can't stop, beat a difficult Dead of Night mutation, and beat a Missile Command mutation. And that's the end of the test. Like and subscribe if you want more tests for other commanders. Comment your thoughts on the challenges. If you want to submit a test for review, please go to my Discord. Thanks for stopping by. Class dismissed.